Hello guys, Kelly here again and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another SIMS 4 speed building video. So this week we are going back to the roots of this channel and kind of building where it all began and creating a room building video. Now, for those of you who have been with me from the beginning, you probably know that I typically prefer doing room builds. They are a lot faster to build, a lot faster to edit, and get the point across better, I guess. For me, I do find myself being a bit better at interior design than exterior, I guess. And sometimes, well, not sometimes, but most times I prefer doing just interiors instead of exteriors. And the funny thing about that is, even though I do prefer doing interiors, when I create a house, somehow I end up liking the exteriors more, which is really weird. So I guess I would just have to do them separately or something. I can't make them work together. So this video, we are making a master bedroom that has a built-in, well, not a built-in, but a sort of a walk-in closet. And that's a pretty massive closet, and it's, yeah, I didn't put a door there because I wanted this room to be on the gallery as one room, but it is pretty huge. It's this big master bedroom with this area that is just for your clothes, and maybe it was a bit excessive. The closet was a bit bigger than it had to be for this room, but somehow, I don't know, it felt like it fit very well. So I am really happy with how it turned out. I did go off of a photo of a bedroom, just the bed and the blue wall behind it and some curtains on the side. So that was my inspiration and kind of what got everything else in this room going. Now here you see me struggle a little bit. I was really not sure how I wanted to recreate this little area with the bed, you know, the most important part of the bedroom, the bed. So you do see me take out some stuff, delete them, remove them, add them, and so on and so on. I was very indecisive when it came to this particular area. And the colors, actually. The color scheme, I knew what the color scheme, what I wanted, but somehow, being that it's the Sims 4, nothing really matched, and even though I knew what colors I wanted, they weren't the colors that we had in the game, so that was a bit annoying. And also something else that I struggled a bit was these curtains right here, right now that I'm doing. We do end up deleting the ones that we have on right now. I wanted to use some that were a bit more, I guess, bigger and fuller, but somehow the ones that were sort of just falling down didn't look quite as good, so we do ended up using these ones that are kind of draped to the side. And don't get me wrong, I love these curtains. I really like them. I think they're really beautiful, but I did struggle with them because they weren't I don't know, I guess they weren't majestic enough for me and for the idea that I had for this room. That's right, you heard me, majestic. I wanted something with a bit more flair, and the ones that did have a bit more flair had really crappy color swatches. So these ones were the only ones. They're a lot simpler, especially in the white. I could have gone with something, for instance, with the gold, but these ones just fit in more effortlessly, and I would have had to change the idea that I had for the rest of the room if I had changed it to gold. So that is why we went with a very simple white curtain. But yeah, this is something that I struggled a little bit with. Also, the decor above the bed, we do end up deleting the mirrors that we have on right now because it felt a bit overpowering and a bit too much going on. So the room, the vibe that I was going for was kind of glamorous, but at the same time not too flashy. It was more of a modern feel, like a modern take of the retro glamour kind of style, if you understand what I am trying to explain. We do have some mismatchy stuff. Mismatchy? What? No, mismatched. Mismatched was the word I was searching for. So we do have some mismatched furniture, some mismatched tables and stuff. Also, I do apologize if I sound weird. I am still sick. And if you watched my previous video, it has been a while, honestly. It's been 2 weeks since I got sick, and I am struggling with recovering, and that is why my voice sounds so weird. Honestly, I think my voice sounded better when I was really sick, which makes no sense, but that's how it was. So apparently there's some kind of, I guess, a virus or a flu going around, and a lot of people are sick, and it's very persistent because I got sick almost 2 weeks ago, and the first couple of days I was fine. I just had my throat kind of hurt, and I was feeling really, really bad. So I had a temperature as well, a fever. And then suddenly, I guess, the virus developed, and I couldn't get out of bed for like 3 or 4 days. So that was not pretty, and it was not nice to feel that way for more than a week. But yeah, so the virus is persistent, and almost everyone around me has already either caught it and got through it, or is getting sick at the moment. And yeah, there's some kind of epidemic or something. It's just annoying. So I do apologize if you find my voice weird. I am trying to talk a bit quieter, I guess, just so I don't strain it too much, and then my throat wouldn't hurt at the end of the day. So anyway, we've moved on furnishing the walk-in closet, and I did have an idea of what I wanted. I wanted to have a seating area. So that is definitely something that I wanted to incorporate in the walk-in closet, and I thought it was very glamorous to kind of have like this living chair right in the corner with some decorations, and your sim or your male sim, for instance, can sit down and wait until their partner gets ready. I did put in more female hangers and clothes in this walk-in area because, let's face it, girls have typically more clothes than guys. In some cases, I guess. Some cases. Don't quote me on that. And I put in some shoes, more girl shoes than men's shoes again. And here I put in that living chair, excuse me, and some flowers and decorations. And I really do love how it turned out. I did struggle a little bit with the color scheme just because that cobalt blue or that navy blue that I have right now, that is what I wanted it to be the accent color of the whole build. And these decorative panel walls are really, really cool, and I wanted to use them, but I found almost nothing that went with both of these wallpapers. So I do end up going in for a quick minute at the end of the video, changing this light blue that I have right now and changing it to yellow. And yellow fits so much better, and it is contrasting to blue, so I thought that it would be just perfect to use in this build. So yeah, like I said, I went on with a more glamorous vibe of this whole build. I did purchase, the last pack that I purchased was the what was it called? The glamour stuff pack. I don't remember what it was called, sorry. Can't think of the name right now, but that's the last one that I had and the last one that I purchased. And I wasn't planning on using any of the furniture from there, just because I thought it was way too glamorous to go with anything that I'm going for, but I somehow ended up using almost only objects from that pack. And yeah, that was my little surprise to myself. like the closets and the vanity table, some decorations, they kind of fit in very perfectly with what I was going for. At first I thought I would have a TV just to make it more modern, but in the end I did end up putting in a fireplace, and that new fireplace that was very modern, and it fit in very well, and it wasn't too big and too overpowering for the room, so I did end up putting that in, and I am really happy with how it turned out. Did struggle a bit with the chairs and the colors that I wanted in the room and the bed sheet, but I ended up making it work. So I really hope you guys enjoy this. I am really happy, especially the screenshots. Like, the screenshots turned out really pretty, and I did end up uploading it on Twitter, or actually I will upload it right after I upload this video today. I will upload it on Twitter as well, and I just think the screenshots turned out really pretty. So yeah, I guess that's it about this video. So what are you guys up to? What has been going on around in your lives? I know that Easter is coming tomorrow, actually. I was gonna say around the corner, but it's actually coming tomorrow. At least here, Easter is tomorrow, so we'll be having some family activities at home and outside. We'll be going to church and doing Eastery stuff and eating a lot of eggs, so I am looking forward to that, definitely. And me and my mom have been into this kind of spring cleaning vibe these past couple of days, when I was still sick and I couldn't really go out too much. So we got into the spring cleaning vibe, I guess, and we've been we took down all of the curtains to get them washed. We took out all of the carpets and gave them to a firm that gets them washed. And I have been going through my closet, my jewelry, my cosmetics, everything, and just deciding what to keep, what to throw out, what to donate. And yeah, when I was little, I remember watching movies and people would comment on spring cleaning and stuff like that, and I always thought, oh, that's so cool, that's such a cool idea, I wish we did that at Bulgaria. But at the end of the day, as I grew up and I figured out we actually do this, I just never thought of it as spring cleaning, and nobody actually called it spring cleaning here. We just call it cleaning, which is boring. But when you put the spring twist on it, it becomes really, really interesting, I guess. At least for me, I really like going through some old stuff and going through my things and figuring out what I want to keep and what not. And I really do love when we open up more space for new stuff, because let's face it, the only better thing than opening up some stuff and keeping everything organized is buying new stuff and shoving it all in the new spaces that you just created. That's like the best part, buying new things. And me and my mom, we do have a problem of keeping things that we don't really need, and my dad constantly comments on that, but we do tend to keep I'm gonna be blunt. We tend to keep crap that we don't need, that takes up a lot of space. I am better at getting rid of stuff, but my mom really struggles. I think she has some suits and shirts that she wore before she had me. So that's more than 25 years ago. And I remember she got some of them out a couple of days ago, and I looked at them very skeptically, and I asked her if she's ever going to wear them, and she was like, well, I might, but guys, if you see them, it's like they are taking out of a 80s catalog. There's no way that she's going to wear them. Maybe in another 10 or 20 years, if she revamps them or in some way, if they're popular again, maybe then. But even then, like, they're so out of style. I mean, come on. I am trying to. We do have this friend who is a seamstress, and she really loves revamping old stuff like that. So that's something that we like doing. We sometimes give her old stuff and she redesigns them and makes them more current. So anyway, we're on to the screenshots now. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment down below or give it a thumbs up if you did. Also subscribe if you want to see more, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So bye bye.